What about playing with Chris Jackson?
He's the greatest guard I've ever seen.
What about playing with Stanley Roberts, another 7-footer? How are they going to fit both you guys together?
Stanley will be on one side and I'll be on the other side, or Stanley will be down low, or I'll be outside, like Ferry.
I want to take a rest. The only reason why I came here because Coach Brown asked me to come here, and I don't know of many players that'll tell their coach no. So I just said, all right, Coach Brown, I'll come and play with you.
I had a pretty good week. I went out, I hustled, I played hard, and my teammates helped me out. Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Scott Skiles, Jeff Turner. They helped me out, got me the ball, and we've been doing pretty good.
Were you ever poor? Well, in our family, we don't use the word poor. When I was young, we didn't have a lot of material things, but we always had love. So I really don't know what poor means. I always had clothes on my back and food on the table.
That's what love was, isn't it? Huh? Your father's an Army man. Still is in the Army, is he not?
Right.
Probably ruled with kind of a hard hand. Kept you out of trouble if there was any around.
Right.
I get my mean, strong attitude from my father. And I can remember when at times I wasn't having fun, a coach or a friend would always say, smile, like Magic Johnson.
Well, thank you for the compliment. You being strong, your dad being strong, did you guys kind of bump heads sometimes?
No, never. I respect my father.
Game here is kind of a little bit overshadowed, but now you're the star.
It's fun. I'm just one of the many stars. I'm just glad to be here with guys like Charles Barkley. You just have to work on basketball first. Basketball got me all these opportunities, so I just practice about 2 or 3 hours a day, and then after that, then I can take care of it.
A lousy performance in the fourth quarter by us.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. Beat ourselves. And they know that too.
When you were in Chicago,
we play, we just go out there and shoot. Me, my boys. And I challenge any department on the set that if they beat me, I'll give them whatever they want. That's the painters, the grips, the special effects, the producers.
Did they try?
Of course they try.
They've done it, huh?
Beat me? No. Undefeated.
The Bulls are a great team, and Michael Jordan is the greatest player in the world, and he has an excellent supporting cast, and they know what it takes to get to that level. They've been there 5 times before, and they're very hungry, and they're playing well right now.
Your golf game looks pretty good over there. You got a swing. What do you think?
I'm known as the Black Chi-Chi in golf because of my similarities to Chi-Chi Rodriguez, but I haven't played golf in a while.
Little while?
Little while.
How about the Dale Davis Foundation? Tell me a little bit about what you're in town here for.
Well, I've been known Dale for a long time. I was here in Vegas, and Dale asked me to stop by. Of course, it's for a good cause. I've been known to do things for the community, and I've been known to do things for the community.
I'm the big brother. He's the little brother. When you're in a big brother, little brother relationship, and the younger brother is coming into his own, you got to guide him a little bit. You got to guide him. You got to take him to the park and fight with him. Then when he can fight on his own, then you say, all right, go ahead, beat him up.
Last year was just the middle of last year when they stopped Phil's negotiations and they stopped my negotiations. I knew it was going to be a change because I've been around long enough to know how stuff's going to go. I wasn't born yesterday. So I know how stuff's going to go. They say they're going to do something, and then when they don't do it, then they start back talking. Somebody's going to make a change. So after we lose in the finals, I take a couple days off. My kids come wake me up, Daddy, can you take me to the zoo?
I could build an all-star dream team. At the point guard, it would be Pistol Pete Maravich. At the 2 guard, it'll be Michael Jordan. At the 3 spot, probably be Dominique. At the 4 spot, it'll be Barkley, and at the 5 spot, it'll be me. I know I missed out a lot of names, but you have to understand when you have too much heat, it's something you can't control. It wouldn't be good. So I put some fabulous players, some great players, some legends. I think that'd have been a good.
It'd be foolish for me as a 34-year-old to try to act like I'm 24. So I'm just like, the big brother. I still try to play my game real consistently, but sometimes you gotta stand down, especially when you got a player like Dwayne. A lot of people always want to compare him to the other guys, but it was different. Young Shaq and young Penny. Young Shaq's always going to take over. It stands for the National Basketball Association.
All right, I think it's the Nationwide Basketball Society.
It's National Basketball Association. I should know. I've been dominating for 13 years. Don't tell me.
So you claim.
So I know.
Let's agree to disagree.
No, we don't have to agree to disagree. I'm telling you.
Maybe it's a English-American thing.
It's not an English-American thing. In London, it's NBA. Kobe is a fabulous player. You know, the MVP this year was well-deserving. He's actually playing excellent ball, like a player of his caliber should be playing. However, if you look at all the situations that me and him went through, if you look at the big picture was all about winning, and we won 3 out of 4. So it doesn't matter what you know. I rather have it go down just like that and win 3 out of 4. Coaches, but you know, Nash is a first ballot Hall of Famer point guard, but you know, LeBron is also special. And like I said earlier, you know, this team was already a pretty good team. They were just, you know, one piece away. So hopefully I'm that piece. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. And with me and Z together, we're the best center ever created. Better than Bill Walton. Not better than Mr. Russell. He's different. But, you know, better than anybody. With me and him on the same team, the best center. When I first came into the league, it was all about I. Scoring titles, a lot of points, a lot of rebounds. But now at the tender age of 38, it's not about I. I have taken care of I, and I have really, you know, put myself in the history book. So now it's all about we. It's all about the Celtics, all about the city of Boston. So, you know, Doc really doesn't have to have the conversation with me. He can just tell me what he wants me to do. Whatever he wants me to do, whatever the team wants me to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not here to take 30 shots. Not here to dominate the ball, not here to play like I've been playing. I'm just here to help. And at the tender age of 38, I don't mind doing that.
What are you enjoying about Boston so far?
You know, the people from Canada have always showed me love. I've always showed them love. I actually used to live here in Vancouver a couple of years. And, you know, Canadian people, they know the love that I have for them. The national anthem is one of my favorite songs in the whole world. But
I was just going to ask, what's your favorite nickname of all yours?
I don't know. I have so many. I just know that when I finish my dissertation to become Dr. O'Neal, I will only answer to Dr. O'Neal. Shaq will be killed off. And you know, I come from a military background, and you know, I'm all about respect. And you know, he does a hard job. I wouldn't want that job personally, but you know, I have to show the man a lot of respect because he's the president of the United States.
I've asked a few guests this, and I'm intrigued by your answer. Do you think that having the first African-American president has made America more or less racist?
I would say less. I mean, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King had this dream, and his dream had finally come true. And, you know,
I remember talking to you. I was in Forbes, and you had all the gadgetry, so you've been doing this for years.
I've been doing it for years. I remember when they first announced iPhone, I knew somebody that knew Steve Jobs. I called him about 100 times. I'm like, Steve, like, Chad, I can't do it. Everybody's calling. I'm like, Steve, but it's me. So like, I called him 100 times. It was just so like whenever.
So you talked about it? Okay.
Yeah, so like whenever something new gets ready to come out.
Hey.
I'm doing excellent. I'm here. I'm excited to be here. Love people of Louisiana, especially New Orleans. Here at the Microsoft opening and talking about Xboxes, Surfaces, bands, games, laptops, desktops. Whatever you need, you can get it here.
That's right. And do you own an Xbox? Do you have one at home?
Of course. What kind of question is that?
What are your favorite games?
I only play 2 games. That's the Madden and the NBA 2K15. In my house is nothing but sports.
Right.
It was an accident. You know, I'm a gadget guy. You know, I'm a technology guy. I always like to be the first. I'm playing for Phoenix, and this guy writes a nasty article, really nasty. So I stepped to him and said, "Why you write this article?" He said, "Because you said on Twitter these things." I was like, "What the hell is Twitter?" So he showed me. I was like, "That's not me." Like, well, it says it's you. So then that day I created the real Shaq. And I was like, let me see how this thing's work. And funny, we were playing the Lakers the next day. So I was sitting on 24th and Camelback at the Ritz-Carlton.
Here, right?
It's a good family atmosphere, and I know they enjoy sports. You know, it's a lot of their sports heroes here. They just saw Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. We just saw the great Aaron Rodgers. You know, it's a great, you know, it gives me dad points because, like, you know, I haven't played in a couple years, so I don't think they realize that I know all these people. So
Ric Flair just came up to me and grabbed me from the back. He was like, Dad, you know Ric Flair? I'm like, yes, of course, I know Ric Flair. So I'm getting, some cool points. I think I would have played the way that I played. When I came in, I had to find a niche, and my niche was going to be strictly power. I was big, I was agile, I was strong, and the coaches I played for were kind of old school coaches, Matty Guka, so even though I had the ability to be like a Garnett or a Duncan, they were not going to let me do that. It was like, get to the post, get to the post, get to the post. And that's what I did. Every now and then, when the game was kind of boring, I would get it and go coast to coast, make a nice pass or make a nice dunk, but no, I'm not.
No, you're not?
The USA's not in it.
Right, so you're
and
not
my favorite player who I've met and I almost came to tears is not in it. Diego Maradona.
Diego Maradona.
He's my favorite guy
So
ever.
you're not watching it because
no,
he's
I'm
not there?
not watching it, yeah.
Okay, but I think it's really cool how sports and entertainment evoke different emotions in the audience. Do you feel satisfied and happy that you get to do that with people, with sports and in entertainment?
Yes, and also sports and music are the only thing that can bring people together. I've been to a lot of festivals where people that don't like each other standing right next to each other. Yeah, these are some of the greatest athletes in the world. I was very impressed with everybody that I saw. Dexter looked good, everybody looked good. I miss Phil Heath, I miss Kai Green. I've actually been a fan of the sport, but everybody here looked good. The gentleman from Iran, I don't want to mispronounce his name, he looked very good.
Hadi Chopin.
He looks really, yes, he looks really good. I don't know how the judges are going to fare this out, but whoever wins, I want to say congratulations. And next year, be aware for a celebrity poser named Mysterio. And believe me, Kobe was truly a gifted and intelligent student of the game. I remember him saying, these guys are playing checkers, and I'm out here playing chess. And I would say, I guess so, Kobe, I don't know how to play chess. But I can tell you that Kobe, what filled Kobe's heart with the most pride was his role as a loving husband to Vanessa, daddy to Gigi and Natalia, Bianca, and baby Capri, and a loving son and brother. Kobe was a loyal friend and a true Renaissance man. Good. I really like the house. Some guys like Paul Abdul lives across the street. I was like, who? Like Paul Abdul. I'll take it. You want to look inside? No, I'll take it.
Did you ever interact with Paula?
Yes, we have the same business manager. She's a very nice lady. If I ever dated her or flirted with her, no.
Nothing?
No.
You just moved right across the street
moved
from
right
her?
across the street. And I would look, and every time she came outside, I would accidentally, come outside. Oh, hey, Paula, how are you? Yeah,
just getting the mail.
Yeah. Ambassador of DCT. I'm just here to, meet people, shake hands. I'm actually honored to be the ambassador. It's a great opportunity. Never been here before. It's a fabulous place. The people have been very, very hospitable. NBA had 2 games here, which was remarkable. The fans came and, they showed out. And it's a wonderful place. I really love Abu Dhabi. 3 times a week, I go to a game, fans cheering, hour and a half. And when I retired, I didn't have that. So I went to a music festival one time, there was 500,000 people out there, and I kind of felt that feeling again. And I used to DJ back in the day, and I actually used to DJ in college for money. I started from the bottom, and they now say I'm a top DJ, but it gives me the same feeling as a Game 7. Make it to the playoffs, go through the first 2 series, Western Conference Finals, a team that we had trouble with, Portland Trail Blazers. I think that year we get out to a 3-1 lead, if I'm not correct. So after we get down to a 3-1 lead, we want to rest a little bit. We got them. We're going to the final. We're going to win. We got Phil. We got Shaq. We got Kobe. We're going to go to the final. But this Portland team got some hungry players too. Rashid, Steve Smith. So we go up there.